sit on my chain, heard a lane. Trying to play up my name when I'm 23 to it, and I'm going no brain, going dumb with these hundreds and my thumb got stained. I'm out here, everything come free. I ain't never met God, but I bet he know me. Put the money in the set in them streets to the boy alley hooping. I ain't riding on fleek. Got a Porsche light skin in the ceiling, got peeled. I was 20 plus young when the got real. Young black boy running, got me out of that field. Better living off game, you should get it on film. I ain't never your kind, late but I'm really on time. Girl, what you put in your mind, I ain't digging your sign. True for that mind, hurt but I made it out fine. Still in my prime, bro, really outline. Talk like you Tony, I'll grind, throw a 20 on 9. How you live with no spine, bro, better off than you got nerve. Bro, need to get a bird. Now I'ma get it off first, find a way you ain't surf. You looking all hurt, funny till your ego got nerve. Boy, I made it all worse, woke up looking like work. 150 lay on my shirt, 20 lay on my teeth. Boy, I make an M in my sleep, everything I want in my reach. I'ma run it off tops, wonder where I been, I've been pulling off lots. 454, I'ma keep it on stock. Cognac bezel with the ticker on rocks. Big side, tell me what I ain't got. Get it right now where I got it back then. Number one stunner, but the level on. Raised by the gang with a meal like Philly, with a watch 250 and a so silly. When the door got closed, I ain't feel too bad. I'ma run mine up, I'ma have some stash. Now you in a broad purse, but you going outside. Now you on the couch surfing, you keep a little rat. Living out his backpack, need to get it back. Got a grade double R and you need both lanes. Got a dollar to his name, but he all gang. Where you all on my when I find that strange. Keep playing with the fire, but his get burned. Your boy got when the light got turned. Got his when the boy won't learn. Big shorty when the block gets served. Always sorry when the cap don't work. Got the butterfly doors and the fly like bird. Better love my but I ain't them nerd like I get a like yeah.
Greetings, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for our latest presentation of NBA basketball. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. And a look now at a few years' worth of data. Some of the assist numbers under the microscope for James Harden.
And his assist numbers have been dropping over the past few years. Not a good trend. Perhaps he's become a little too concerned about finding his own shot and not seeing the rest of the court.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. Harden and Powell, their backcourt. Kawhi is the 3 with Jones playing the 4. And it's Zubats in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Utah, Clarkson the 2 and Markkanen is the 3. Then there's Keontae George. Then it's Mo Bamba. And it's Hendricks in at power forward. We talk about how much of a grind the schedule can be, Stan, but here we are. It feels like this season has flown by.
Yeah, Brian, on the one hand, the regular season can be a marathon, but on the other hand, when you really get into it and into that routine every night, it's over before you know it.
Certainly has been entertaining.
On the attack, Jordan Clarkson.
And it's Powell with the ball for Los Angeles. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going.
And it's Utah with the ball, following the score by the Clippers. Markkanen outside. Elbow shot on the way. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim.
Well, Markkanen's height is such an advantage in that mid-range area.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
About a minute into this first quarter. Clarkson outside. Markkanen looking it over. The three-pointer off the mark.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And the basket by Leonard.
Inside, Leonard has so many go-to moves. He knows how to get by into a shot.
The Jazz have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Well, the Jazz are one of just 10 NBA franchises to never win a championship.
Yeah, you know, it's so hard to believe considering they had the 4th best winning percentage in NBA history. Think about it. If it weren't for one Michael Jordan, they'd probably have 2 rings.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
George passes to Markkanen. Here's Hendricks. Offline with a 3. The Clippers have gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Back to Harden. On the wing, Jones. Pass to Zubac. Left side, Harden. Fires the 3. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist.
He's never shy to let it go from three-point range. Harden wants to make the D's job as tough as possible.
Here's Clarkson. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Will stand former second-round pick Jordan Clarkson. He's averaged double-digit scoring every season.
Yeah, Brian, he's done it primarily as a 6th man. He actually already ranks among the top 10 in all-time points scored off the bench, and he's still moving up the ladder.
It is interesting that he prefers to come off the bench.
Yes, some guys do.
That one is off.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
And he lobs it up top. And it's Bamba finishing strong.
Yeah, every coach wants assisted buckets. Guys like George, they move the ball.
Zubac, screen. Harden with it. Bamba covering. Zubac. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Mo Bamba.
Heady play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
Sexton's checked in for Utah. The 16th pick in last year's draft. Keontae George was thrown right into the fire his rookie season, Stan.
Yeah, down the stretch, he was basically handed the keys to the offense at the point guard position. He may take some lumps, but his talent level is evident.
Now here's Sexton. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Harden, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Yeah, getting it done inside. Harden proves he's more than just a perimeter player.
George passes to Markkanen. Leonard against Clarkson. Bamba, a screen on Leonard. Clarkson for 3. It's rebounded by Zubac.
Finding space on the perimeter, but he couldn't capitalize.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Some really tough defense inside, but Leonard won't back down. I mean, he's just scrappy. He wants to make the defense work twice as hard.
Tucker's checked in for Bamba. Both shots good from the stripe.
2-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Pass to Tucker. To the paint. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, this coaching staff loves to see Clarkson passing. He's developed that portion of his game.
On the wing, Jones. 3-pointer. The rebound by Markkanen. Utah's gone 1 of 4 from deep. George outside. Leonard pulls down the board. The Clippers in the lead. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Will Hardy. To no one's surprise, their focus defensively is on containing Kawhi Leonard. Coach said Kawhi is a terrific decision maker and always manages to play the game at his pace, so we need to get into him, apply some pressure, and try to make him uncomfortable. History shows that will not be an easy task, B.A.
Allie, thank you.
Well, Clarkson's one of those guards who's really good working on the inside.
Utah shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one at the line is good.
Well, what you love about Jordan Clarkson, it doesn't matter if he's starting or coming off the bench, he provides a real scoring punch.
Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. Mikhailuk comes in for George.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Eubanks, the pass to Batum. For 3, Powell. Utah grabs the miss. This game coming after a loss versus the Bulls.
Honestly, they were just outclassed in that one. We thought it would be a tough night for them, and it was.
Well, it's never fun when you're expected to lose a game. You just got to put it behind you, not carry it into the next one.
Here's Simmons. Got it. Good job in the low post.
You know Simmons can get physical when he has to, going right through the contact.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Utah making a switch here. Hendricks is checked in. And as the end of the regular season draws closer, let's take a look at the latest power rankings. Taking a look at Los Angeles, they're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
Yeah, checking out the Clippers. They're a legitimate threat, playing some great ball. Maybe not the favorites to win it all, but don't count them out.
Powell for 3. Offensive rebound from downtown. Drops in the 3. Powell's got 5 points.
Yeah, the crafty veteran Batum. Throughout his career, he's been a terrific passer at his position.
Pass to Clarkson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
At the line for 2, Jordan Clarkson.
And that one falls to Clarkson.
And at this stage of his career, Clarkson really knows his role. A highly effective scorer who looks to decimate defenses.
Sensabaugh is checked in for Mikhailuk. Bogdanovich has checked in for the Clippers. Dunn comes in for Hart. Now here's Simmons. Outside Bogdanovich. From outside, off the mark.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Clarkson. An easy 2 on the layup. He's got 9.
Well, looking for that point-blank opportunity. Clarkson wanted the highest percentage shot possible.
Dunn outside. On the take. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel. Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Pass to Dunn. Outside Simmons. Outside Bogdanovich. That's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. And the Clippers lead by 7. And so it's Los Angeles closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We'll be right back. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Oh, what I love was that first quarter was all about leaking out and capitalizing in transition.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. Nicholas Batum out there with Ben Simmons. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic. Then there's Chris Dunn. And it's Eubanks in at the center position. One of the more consistent players in the league, Stan, Bogdan Bogdanovic.
Yeah, Brian, averages in double figures every year. Shoots it well from deep. A very underrated ball handler and playmaker. You love having guys like Bogdanovic that you can rely on every night.
Yeah, the playmaking skills of Simmons are elite. The pass-first attitude he brings is what helps tie the team together.
Pass to Hendricks. Here's Sensabaugh. Simmons defending. Here's Sensabaugh. 5 to shoot. Sexton, that's good. Sexton's got his second basket.
A dynamic scorer. Sexton will absolutely take the mid-range J if you give it to him.
Yep, that one goes.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Jazz trail by 12. Here's Mikhailuk. Still without a bucket. Sexton with it. Here he goes. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
He's shifty. Sexton can get by you if he's given a lane.
Pass to Eubanks. Bogdanovic with it. And the Clippers again with a bucket.
You really have to question the defensive effort on that possession.
Yeah, I got to agree. Their defensive commitment's got to be a lot better.
Now here's Sexton. He's got 6. And there it is for him.
He's shooting well, doing his best to keep this offense in gear, but he hasn't had a lot of support.
Takes the 3. Utah with the rebound. No good there. That would have cut it to single digits. Los Angeles leading by 10. Back to Bogdanovic. Pass to Eubanks. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Mikhailuk, the pass to Tucker. The rebound by Simmons. And so it's Bogdanovic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Batum shot is off.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Sensabaugh. Second chance effort. And it's good on the layup.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives a coach crazy to concede second chance point.
Dunn, the pass to Bogdanovic. Misses the 3. The Jazz have gotten 4 of 8 shots to drop in the second. Sexton looking around. Stan, LeBron James is widely regarded as one of the most intelligent players in the league. Who else stands out to you as far as basketball IQ?
Oh, Brian, that's a tough question. There's so many of them. Nikola Jokic, Luka Doncic. There's just so many intelligent guys in this league. Fans that think it's all about athleticism. Don't understand how intelligent the best players are.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good. A big group substitution here for Utah. Bamba's checked in for Tucker. Markkanen comes in for Hendricks. Clarkson's checked in for Sensabaugh. And it's Keontae George in for Mikhailuk. Now that we have a few years of reference, it's safe to say the NBA play-in tournament has been a roaring success, Grant.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. And people forget it was created in the peak of the pandemic. The league set up a lifeline for teams that lost key players to COVID, but it has turned into something much, much greater.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, Lauri Markkanen's shooting stroke at 7 feet tall had former Mavericks coach Rick Carlisle comparing him to Dirk. Lauri said it feels good to hear that because he's obviously a Hall of Famer, but there's still a long way to go, and it gives me more motivation to keep getting better. He's not getting a big head, Brian.
No, he's not, and that's the way you have to approach it to be great. Thanks, Allie.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Here's Bogdanovic. Sinks that one from the post. Bogdanovic has got 7 points for the quarter.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Pass to Bamba. Clarkson outside. Knocks down the long J. Clarkson's got 14 points.
A real source of instant offense. Clarkson is not shy when it comes to shooting the ball.
And timeout called by Ty Lue. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Hendricks is checked in for Utah. Norman Powell, he's checked in for the Clippers. James Harden comes in for Dunn. .157 left in the second period. Harden from outside. Utah grabs the miss. Now George. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Chicago. Kicks it out to Clarkson. Shot clock at 6. From the high post. Missed it. 4 for 7 so far in this one.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that.
Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Yeah, the level of creativity Leonard has is just special. He's capable of some really memorable throwdowns.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Clarkson. In his last outing, 8 points for him. The 3 is up. Oh, and again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And after not making any threes in the first half, he now has 2 here in the second half. Let's see if he continue to add to that.
Oh, deflected and stolen by Bamba in transition. Clarkson against Powell. Pass to George. Bamba with it. Markkanen, the pass to George. Clock at 4. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Markkanen misses.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Jazz trail by 7. Fires for 3. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubac has got 4 rebounds in the game. Harden surveying the D. From outside the arc. And so it's Los Angeles closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, guys. Alongside Ty Lue. And, Coach, what's the focal point for this team as you approach the second half?
Just playing hard, first of all. And then, playing with pace offensively. I think they're doing a good job of getting to the basket. And then defensively, there's going to be some time to work things out. But they've been pretty good.
Pace so critical to your team's success this year. Thanks, Coach.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the third quarter.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule. Since we got a little time on our hands here, you guys got any big plans for tonight?
Not me. I'm just going to take it easy. I'm pretty worn out.
Yeah, you've been burning those midnight oils, man. You been hitting the clubs or something?
Nah, just putting up with you guys. It's exhausting.
And now let's discuss this game. Talk about a strong start for the Clippers.
One big reason they're up, they're controlling the glass, both boxing out and crashing in.
Yeah, you could tell rebounding was a point of emphasis for them coming into this game.
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our distinct pleasure, and I mean that. Let's now take you back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. You look at Jordan Clarkson. What a contribution.
Yeah, he's showing off how skilled he is at attacking the defense and converting at the line.
Well, he's also a pretty good actor. He sells fouls really well.
Los Angeles leading by 7. Clarkson the 2, and Markkanen is the 3. Then it's Mo Bamba, then there's George, and it's Hendricks in at the 4-man spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
And another great assist. The offense is really clicking now.
Pass to Hendricks. Back to George. Uses the glass on the layup. George has got 5.
Just a gutsy play by George inside, finding the close-range look.
And Harden's got the ball here for the LA Clippers. Their next game playing at home as the Grizzlies come to town. That'll be the first of 2 games on their home court. A nice shot by Zubac.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Here's Clarkson following the score by Los Angeles. Now pulls it in.
If they just continue to dominate the boards.
The drive by Harden. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time. And it's an 11-point Clipper lead.
Their offense is really humming right now, and it's because of the beautiful ball distribution.
Markkanen outside. Markkanen sticks one from distance.
Yeah, from range, Markkanen has such an effortless stroke.
Outside. And he drops it in from the low post. He's got 7.
All 5 guys are in sync. Their ball movement is flawless.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse. But some rebuilds take longer than others.
And now let's pull up the numbers on the point guards with the highest assist averages over the last month. James Harden, number 1.
And when you're a point guard, you always want to be in this position, leading the league in assists. You just know his teammates love playing with him.
Stolen by Harden. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And right now, that's 5 buckets in a row. Looking like a well-oiled machine coming out of the break.
Here's Hendricks, defended by Jones. Pass to Clarkson. Shoots over Powell. Utah with another miss. The Clippers lead by 12. Leonard with the ball. Bamba covering from deep. Shot by Leonard, no good. For Utah, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Here's Hendricks. On the wing, Clarkson. Powell covers, and that one's good. Clarkson.
Well, when Clarkson gets going, he can be an elite scoring guard.
Outside Harden. Pass to Zubac. Leonard for 3. And that 3 is knocked down by Kawhi.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
Markkanen outside. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Clippers have gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. And for a scorer as prolific as Markkanen, he doesn't need the ball in his hands too often.
So many of his scores come off assists. So just a great sense of when to get into space and become available.
Now here's George. He's got 5. And there's Bamba on the assist by George. Bamba's got his 2nd basket of the game. And Ty Lue has called a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Mikhailuk's checked in for Utah. Sexton comes in for George. Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd. Harden from outside. Good. And that makes him 6 for 9. A quality game for him so far.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
Pass to Bamba. Here's Mikhailuk. Here's the 3. They grab their own miss. Utah shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. First one falls for him. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Jazz trail by 13. And it's Clarkson missing.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
Out to Powell. Puts up a 3. It's good. Off the assist from Harden. Harden's got 6 assists in the game.
And remember, James Harden is usually a front runner in the league in assists. He has great vision.
Now here's Bamba. He's got 5. Mikhailuk, the pass to Sexton. The shot from the low post is good. Sexton's got 12 points in the game.
I love that hoop from Colin Sexton. Don't settle, young man.
Now here's Harden. He's got 14. Shot from the top of the key. Utah grabs the miss. Bamba's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Sexton. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Nick Batum. And remember, despite a great start to his career, Colin Sexton was traded after his 4th year, Coach.
Yeah, well, Brian, seems like everybody gets traded at some point now, and Sexton has responded well to that deal. He understands it's not personal, it's a business. He deserves a lot of credit for what he's done.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, too. The team that traded you, there's also a team that wanted you in trade.
So true.
And it's Utah with the ball, following the score by the Clippers.
Yeah, classic block out. You love to see that. Taking care of the defensive glass.
Pass to Batum. Batum with a screen on Clarkson. Shot from the wing. Utah grabs the miss. Here's Mikhailuk. Back to Williams. And here's Sexton. 14 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Tucker. Ooh, great D that time from Simmons. Los Angeles leading by 14. And it's Bogdanovic off the drive. Hey, now 5 for 8, shooting a pretty good percentage right now.
They've toned down their three-point attack in the second half, looking to protect the lead with higher percentage shots.
Outside Sexton. Inside. Here's Tucker. This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. And he makes a first. A different look for Utah. Filipowski, he's checked in for Williams. And Sensabaugh subbed in for Clarkson. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's Bogdanovic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. Eubanks the screen. Bogdanovic, that's good. Bogdanovic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Sexton passes to Mikhailuk. He buries it from 3.
Nice pass by Sexton there. I like when he looks to set up his teammates.
Dunn goes in, out left to the wing. There's Bogdanovic with the 3. The shot misses. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Well, he really just helps tie this team together. They know they can count on him to set them up.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th. Nicholas Batum out there with Drew Eubanks. Then it's Ben Simmons. Then there's Bogdan Bogdanovic. And it's Dunn in at the 1. The Clippers lead by 13. Back to Bogdanovic. And Tucker pulls it down. And for the Jazz, they're shooting a nice 50% for the game. Mikhailuk, the pass to Tucker. For 3, Sexton. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Pass to Eubanks. And here's Batum. The steal. Here's Sensabaugh. Simmons defending. Here's Tucker. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Bogdanovic, and he buries that one. Back rim and in. And the Clippers lead by 10.
And there's some nice chemistry on offense. They're just taking what the defense allows.
Pass to Mikhailuk. Back to Sexton. Shot from 12. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And timeout called by Ty Lue, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Collier, he's checked in for Utah. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
During that last break, Coach Tyronn Lue had some advice for the team. He implored his team to use the clock. He said the clock is our friend. No need to rush things unless they give us a free one. Let's squeeze them out of this game. Back to you, Brian.
And Allie, thank you for that.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
We're about 2 minutes into the 4th here. Tucker inside, guarded by Batum, and Tucker gets it to go.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Here's Simmons. Lays it up and banks it in.
The paint is where Simmons excels at finding points. He knows how to own the inside.
Here's Sexton. They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
In BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
Now here's Sexton. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. It's going to go on Ben Simmons. You know, Grant, looking at the career of Colin Sexton, he had a huge third season, averaged 24 a game.
Yeah, BA, and unfortunately, Colin hurt his knee early during his fourth year. Had season-ending surgery, but we've seen Sexton make a full comeback and just a dynamic scoring guard.
Markkanen against Batum. Bogdanovich, no good.
I mean, come on, that's a shot you expect him to make.
Pass to George. Picked it. And they're on the run. There's Bogdanovich with the three. Getting it to fall there. He's 8 of 15 in the game.
Well, that's now his third triple of the game, first here in this second half.
From the line, the rebound by Eubanks. Eubanks, he's got his fourth rebound in this one. And timeout called by Ty Lue. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Hendricks is checked in for Sexton. Los Angeles leading by 12. Ooh, poked away and stolen by Bamba. Pass to George. And here's Markkanen. He's guarded by Zubac. Down low. Here's Clarkson. Tipped. On the wing, Harden. Going inside, and then Harden with the jam.
And you know, you can't underestimate Harden's ability to blow by defenders. It opens things up for him on the offensive side.
Clarkson outside. Pass to Hendricks. Now Clarkson. Charity stripe shot. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Clarkson's got 21.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Shot by Leonard, no good. Jazz trail by 12. Here's Hendricks. Using his post moves to get the 2 points.
And we think of Clarkson often as a scorer, but there, making the unselfish pass, just great work.
Leonard, right side. Pass to Zubac. Outside Harden. Back to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Pass to Clarkson. A minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 8 rebounds in the game. Outside Jones. Now here's Harden. Leonard on the wing. George defending. And there's the basket, and the whistle blows. Chance at a three-point play here. One to the line for one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Clippers.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight. Oh, that was nasty. A two-hand mega slam.
Man, I don't think anyone was going to stop him there. And it's Jordan Clarkson with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
We've got 1:13 left in the fourth quarter here. Powell outside. Pass to Leonard. Free throw line jumper. That's good on the jumper. And the Clippers lead by 15.
It looks like it'll be a big win for them here. Time to just cruise to the end of the game and chalk up the victory for the Clippers.
They had more assists and shot the ball more efficiently. Those things tend to go hand in hand.
And that's so true. Without a doubt, their ball movement was essential to winning this game.
And they're going to win this one, making this their 47th victory so far.
They were well prepared coming in and showed a real competitive streak.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for James Harden.
Well, what an unselfish display from him tonight. Sharing the ball, creating for others, just beautiful basketball.
Now here's Sexton. Pass to Mikhailuk. Tucker with a screen on Jones. Williams misses. And it's Powell with the ball for the Clippers. And he drives in. Banked it in off the glass. There's 14 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Clippers winning this one easily. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Kawhi, you seem to pick it up offensively down the stretch. What changed for you?
I just started to knock down shots, got my rhythm going, my teammates found me, and just kept going from there.
It helps when the shots actually go in. Shooters got to keep shooting. Thanks, Kawhi.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that about wraps it up. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. And let's leave you with our player of the game, James Harden.
wanna be with you. They won't see me blessed. Trying to take my blessings. They ain't trying to see me. All these people with bad energy. Y'all need a fast remedy. It's giving sad energy. Bringing up bad memories. Baby, I'm too good for the bad vibes. Look too good to be chastised. Dripping that water like I just been baptized. Smiling as big as he ain't even got me. I get myself. Need an opinion, I'll ask myself. I might as well spend this little cash myself. Been out here getting this bag myself. Putting the work in the trenches. It all worked out. Bench press. They like how I spent my sentence. Bars on lock, sentence. Big old watch, Benton. I'm in another dimension. I could have moved, but I'm renting. Rather put that in investment. Turn up the vibes in to the sun up. Too many bags that I got to run up every time. I come up. I got all the. I got. Talking a wide selection. You trying to take my blessings. Get whatever you like. The math ain't right. I do numbers that gon' make your head spin. I'm the one that they call me to help. I'm the one pulling card get dealt. I take my blessings. They don't wanna see me blessed. Why they won't take my blessings? Gotta put them boys to rest.